but the enemy's sheer numbers were overwhelming. Our sorceress called upon dark magic to summon a black storm against the insect horde. Under the combined power of our mages, the dark storm materialized. Yes! A tornado laced with fire and lightning that tore through the enemy's rear flank. Countless mechanical insects were sucked into the vortex. One of our own tried to blink to safety but was caught in the storm and killed. Just when we thought victory was within reach, Niflheim conjured a three-headed colossus towering 30,000 feet high, and it blew the storm apart with a single breath. The beast opened its massive jaws and unleashed a barrage of missiles that obliterated most of our defenses. Our captain ordered a retreat to preserve what strength we had left. But Niflheim's forces, on the verge of victory, also pulled back from the battlefield. That was because the king had used the kingdom's greatest treasure, the magic crystal, to cast a protective barrier over the entire capital city of Insomnia, shielding it from Niflheim's assault from every angle. The king had also trained a corps of magic soldiers to fight for the realm, and that organization was the King's Glaive I belonged to. After the withdrawal, Niflheim sent their chancellor to negotiate the king's surrender. The terms: the magic kingdom would cede all territory outside the capital, and the king's son would enter a political marriage with Princess Luna, the adopted daughter of Niflheim's emperor. To preserve peace in the capital, the king had no choice but to accept. A few days later, Niflheim's envoys arrived with Princess Luna. I was assigned to be her guardian. On the day of the signing ceremony, the emperor of Niflheim entered the council chamber to finalize the agreement, but the princess was nowhere to be found. I tracked her location through a homing device and discovered dozens of Niflheim aircraft carriers standing by the peace talks had been a ruse all along, a cover to seize the capital. I immediately reported to the king, who ordered us to rescue Princess Luna at any cost before the enemy could use her disappearance as a pretext for war. We Kingsglaive located the Niflheim warship sector where the princess was being held. We blinked aboard, took down a handful of guards, and I quickly found her. Back at the signing ceremony, the emperor drew his weapon and squared off against the king. Meanwhile, Niflheim soldiers infiltrated the kingdom and strapped explosives to the device guarding the magic crystal. The bomb detonated, and the soldiers made off with the national treasure. The barrier protecting the capital vanished in an instant. With the plan complete, the emperor departed and left the kingdom's top assassin to deal with the king. When a guard tried to ambush him from behind, the assassin swatted him aside with one hand and cut him down with a single stroke.
You have the crystal. What more would you take from me?
The assassin shattered the king's magical shield. His target was the magic ring in the king's hand, a ring containing the most powerful magic in the entire kingdom, but only someone deemed worthy by the spirits of the ancient kings could wield it. I rushed back with Princess Luna and confronted the assassin head-on, buying time for the king and the princess to escape. The king handed the ring to Luna and told me to take her through a secret passage, but the assassin caught up again. The king sealed the princess outside a magic barrier and took the assassin's blade through his own body.